Welcome to the world, little one. You've just arrived in the middle of spring on the vast grasslands of North America, and there's quite a lot you should know about being a bison. Don't worry if you're feeling a bit wobbly on those legs. You'll be up and running within the hour. That's right, you're already ahead of human babies who take a whole year to figure out this walking business. First things first, you've just joined one of the most impressive species to ever roam this continent. Your ancestors once numbered in the tens of millions, creating thundering herds that made the earth tremble beneath their hooves. These herds were so vast that early explorers described them as a continuous black mass moving like waves on the ocean. While our numbers aren't quite what they used to be, we're still here and thriving, which is something to be proud of. Right now, you probably look a bit like a reddish-brown cotton ball on stilts. That's perfectly normal. Your mother is going to be extremely protective of you for the next few weeks, and with good reason. Those wolves and bears out there would love nothing more than to make a snack out of a precious youngster like yourself. But don't worry too much. Your mum weighs about 1,000 pounds and has horns that could send a grizzly bear packing. She's basically your personal tank. You'll notice that your mother communicates with you through gentle grunts and rumbles. This isn't just idle chatter, it's how you'll learn to recognize her voice among hundreds in the herd. You'll spend your first few days nursing and building up your strength. That milk of hers is some premium stuff, thick, rich, and specifically designed to help you grow from your current 30-40 pounds into a magnificent beast. Think of it as nature's protein shake, but way better than anything those gym-going humans could dream up. Here's something cool. By the time you're a few days old, you'll be able to run faster than most humans can sprint. Within a few weeks, you'll be racing around with the other calves, playing what basically amounts to bison tag. It's not just for fun, though it is pretty fun. You're actually building up the strength and agility you'll need later in life. Your first year will be spent sticking close to mum, learning the essential skills of bison life. How to use your head to sweep away snow to find winter grass, which plants are tastiest. Spoiler alert, it's mostly grass, but there's an art to choosing the best patches, and how to take a really good dust bath. Trust me, there's nothing quite like rolling around in the dirt to keep those pesky insects away and maintain a healthy coat. Think of it as a spa day, prairie style. You've been born into what's essentially a massive extended family. Our herds are mainly made up of females and their young, along with some younger males. We operate on what you might call a matriarchal society. The older, experienced females are usually the ones making the important decisions, like where to graze and when to move to new areas. They're basically the CEOs of the prairie. The older bulls, they're off doing their own thing most of the year, hanging out in bachelor groups and probably comparing horn sizes. These bachelor groups are like exclusive clubs where the males practice their fighting techniques. They only show up during mating season, trying to impress everyone with their strength and fancy bellowing calls. It's like a seasonal dating show, but with more headbutting. Your life will follow the rhythm of the seasons, each bringing its own challenges and delights. Spring is the birth season, when the prairie comes alive with new calves and fresh grass. It's like a massive birthday party where everyone gets new clothes. We shed our winter coats, and the buffet is endless. The air fills with the sounds of newborn calves learning to vocalize and mothers calling to their babies. Summer brings warm days and plenty of food, but also those annoying biting insects. This is when you'll perfect your dust bathing technique and learn to appreciate a good wallow in the mud. Yes, it's messy, but it's better than being an all-you-can-eat buffet for mosquitoes. The wallows we create even become mini ecosystems of their own when we're not using them. Fall is when things get interesting. The older bulls show up for mating season, and the prairie turns into something between a wrestling match and a soap opera. You'll witness lots of dramatic displays, bellowing contests, and actual head-to-head combat. The sounds of competing bulls can be heard for miles. It's nature's version of a heavy metal concert. Winter is when you'll really appreciate being a bison. While other animals struggle with the cold, you'll be cozy in your thick winter coat, which has hollow hairs for extra insulation, nature's version of a down jacket. Those massive shoulder muscles aren't just for show, they're perfect for plowing through deep snow to reach the grass beneath. When blizzards hit, you'll simply turn to face them head-on, your specially designed face and thick fur keeping you warm while other creatures seek shelter. Prairie dogs might seem annoying with their constant chattering, but they're actually helping us by maintaining the grass at a perfect length and warning everyone when predators are around. Think of them as very nervous groundskeepers who also run a neighborhood watch program. Birds, particularly cowbirds, will become your constant companions. They'll follow you around, eating insects stirred up by your grazing. It's a classic win-win situation. You get fewer bugs, they get lunch. Some will even perch on your back for a free grooming service, your personal maintenance crew. Wolves and bears are to be avoided, obviously, but don't panic too much. Your size, speed, and those horns you'll develop are usually enough to keep them respectful. Plus, there's safety in numbers. Our herds can face down pretty much any predator by forming a circle with calves in the center and adults facing outward, like a living fortress. As you age, life gets pretty good. Adult bison are basically the tanks of the prairie world. Few predators will bother you. You can survive almost any weather, and you've got the whole grassland as your salad bar. If you're a female, you'll probably live into your 20s, having a calf most years, and enjoying the complex social life of the herd. If you're a male, you might live a bit shorter, but you'll get to participate in those dramatic fall breeding seasons, showing off your strength and trying to impress the ladies. Just remember, being a bison means you're part of a great American comeback story. Our species nearly vanished, but we fought back from the brink of extinction. Today, we're living symbols of wilderness and resilience, even if some of that wilderness now comes with tourist photographers attached. You're not just any animal, you're a living legend, a survivor, and a crucial part of one of Earth's most magnificent ecosystems. So welcome to the herd, little one. You've got quite the adventure ahead of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see a particularly inviting dust bath calling my name.